What's up, guys? I decided to make a little bit of a year review, but after attempting 5 different formats, I decided I'm just gonna do what I do best. Put my camera big on the screen. I'm gonna be playing a game. I'm gonna be talking a bit about how I lived the year. It felt awkward just talking into a camera. I can't do that. If there's no one for me to speak to, just looking straight in the camera is rough. So yeah, um, talking about this year. Well, obviously, if we go back to the start of the year, it seemed like a pretty normal year, except that I actually was gonna join a team that I wanted to join probably ever since I started playing StarCraft 2, which was Team Liquid. And when I got offered a contract, I was extremely happy, honored to be playing alongside not only great players, but also playing for just a really cool organization with such a long history in StarCraft, not only StarCraft 2, but also StarCraft Brood War. So I was pretty hyped for that. And I was just really looking forward to traveling with them and going to tournaments and playing and helping each other improve, bootcamp a bunch. I mean, recently Team Liquid launched the Alienware training facility in the Netherlands, which I could practice from. So yeah, it was honestly looking to be a sick year, especially because I started my YouTube like somewhere around last year in October. I started uploading a crap ton, and I was like, it would be sick, they can help me with that as well. And I was like, yeah, this year is gonna be sick. Like I'm gonna be good at playing. I'm gonna be a great content creator as well at the same time. And I don't know, I was just really looking forward to it. Then obviously Corona happened after we had our first tournament, or kind of during our first tournament. We had IEM Katowice in late February, and I remember midway through that tournament, the Polish authorities decided to call it quits on the audience. So there was like maybe 15 to 20,000 people that just arrived in Katowice and were like, well, guys, you're not allowed to enter the stadium anymore. And yikes, that's it. I already didn't qualify. I had a disappointing performance, and that pretty much became the story for the year when it came to playing for me personally. I practiced a lot. I put a lot of effort and time into it, of course, just like the other guys. And then I have a relatively disappointing result, which is obviously not what you want if you see yourself as a pro gamer. So I'd go back practicing more. We had some online tournaments announced, the DreamHack Master Series, which I kind of easily qualified for every single time. Then we get to the group stages, and I play some decent games, I play some bad games. End of the day, I don't qualify. And this has been pretty much the theme for me this entire year, where I felt like I was in decent shape, or sometimes I felt like I was not in great shape, and then I never really got through the first round of any of the major tournaments. I'd make decent qualifier runs at times, or I'd have a okay run in an EPT Cup. But I mean, these are just small things, and never really getting the result that I wanted. So playing wise this year has been not only sucking because I haven't been able to travel to really any offline tournaments, but also just because I haven't been playing that well. And yeah, that is quite frustrating. That's some terrible micro, by the way, by me. So yeah, that is something that I've been working on. Obviously, I've been thinking like, hey, how did I do this before? Like, what has changed for me? You can state the obvious, be like, well, right now you're making videos on YouTube. Does that take away too much time? Well, quite honestly, it doesn't really take away too much time. I mean, I spend maybe an hour, hour and a half on that a day. I still have 8 to 9 hours to just play StarCraft. Now I stream a fair amount of that, and you could say streaming isn't the best practice, but I feel like the last month and a half I've been making some major improvements when it came to that. So I'm feeling a little bit better about my play, even though it doesn't always necessarily show in results. In general, I feel like my understanding of what I'm lacking and what I should be getting better at is improving. And that is also something that kind of makes me happy, just that I have something to hold on to. And really, that's also going to be my main thing that I want to improve on next year. Is just I really do want to get better at StarCraft, and I really want to be competitive in the big tournaments. And I know for maybe some of you maybe didn't even know I was really a pro gamer. It's like, oh, when's the last time this guy's had any result, But once upon a time, I'll let you know I won some tournaments. and I kind of miss the feeling. So yeah, I'm gonna try to go back to the tournament winning guy that I once used to be. What if I play like this? So yeah, that's really just the playing part. I'm not happy with my performance. Many disappointments, especially when putting in a lot of effort, a lot of time. It always sucks when you end up losing, of course, or when something doesn't end up working out. It's funny in that way because with YouTube, it kind of felt like the opposite. Where I mean, I'd put in effort, and I'd make the videos, and I have a good time making them. But it really was just something that I did for fun. I was like, let's see what happens if I just make like a couple of videos a week, and I'll just do whatever I find funny. And that's still kind of my philosophy on it, right? Like I'll make whatever I find funny. The moment I don't like a series anymore, or the moment I don't like an idea, or very often I'll make a video and I'm like, well, I'm not happy with this, or I don't think this is very fun, and I just won't upload it, or I won't show it. And YouTube has been going extremely well ever since. Somewhere in April, one of my videos got picked up somehow by the algorithm, the beating Grandmaster with stupid stuff, and you guys, the pretending to be AFK, you guys absolutely watched the crap out of that. I think it has like 500,000 views, which is, I don't know, it's just insane to me to think about. I remember the first time I uploaded a video, and I was so happy. I was like, man, 1,000 people watched this video, and I just couldn't believe that 1,000 people would take their time out of the day to watch a stupid video of some random Dutch guy talking about StarCraft. I was like, man, that's really sick. It's just, I don't know, like you have like all these statistics like watch time, and it would be like, man, people watched me talk about StarCraft for like 40,000 hours or something in the past month. And I was like, man, that's absolutely crazy to me. Still like now even more so. Like I'll look at it and it's like freaking 180,000 or 200,000 hours where people watch videos of me. And it's just, I don't know, it's unimaginable. I sometimes try to imagine what it would be like to be in front of that many people live, like in an audience. And I feel like I might be myself. I'd be very scared. So I was like, I'm glad there's a camera in between us. It's crazy. And just sometimes I scroll through the numbers and I'm like, oh wait, this guy's kind of rushing me, not a prick. And I'll think of something like, wow, this video only got 10,000 views. Like that's pretty bad. And then I'm like, oh, 10,000 people. What does it actually look like again? I don't know. It's just so freaking crazy for me to think about. And I'm extremely grateful for all the support I've been receiving here. Nice. No. He's gonna block that. Yeah. So from the bottom of my heart, truly thank you for that, everyone. It's been really a sick year, and also I've been because of YouTube mainly. I've been more financially stable than I've ever been, which does give a certain peace of mind when you're in an industry that you're never quite sure when it's going to end. This is a terrible gas steal. I already have my natural body. So yeah, I'm really really grateful for that, and yeah, I'm just kind of gonna keep the same philosophy for YouTube going in the next year. We're gonna professionalize a bit. Obviously, Hamster joined the team. He's been editing for me a bunch ever since the first IO disc, and people seem to be loving it. Actually, the first IO disc people didn't really like. I remember he put in a lot of effort in the first IO disc, and people kept complaining about that the noises were too loud and the editing was too intrusive. And we were pretty bummed out about it, obviously, because yeah, we were like, we thought it was great, especially he put in a lot of effort. I thought it looked amazing, and people weren't too hyped about it. And it's just something that I guess you guys just needed to get used to. And it's been fun to see how well I think Hamster has improved. I mean, he was very good already, don't get me wrong, but I feel like every single time he keeps surprising me with new things. With new concepts, because he also does a lot of the brainstorming that we do together. He doesn't just do the editing, like we brainstorm new concepts together, and it's been really fun. I mean, Rank Roulette, he's absolutely knocked that out of the park. And we're gonna, I can announce that now, that there is going to be a season 2 of Rank Roulette. I know a lot of people have been asking about that. We're not sure when we want to plan it yet. We do want to have some off time, and we're going to be putting in more professional shows like that. So we will, well, basically the way I kind of see it is that I think there's 2 types of things that I kind of want to upload, and that is the longer form formats, which the hardcore viewers really like to watch, whether that's the Harstem hours, whether that's the getting Grandmaster with there and the Road to Rank 1, you know, the 1 hour videos. People watch them in 2 or 3 sittings, or maybe there's some crazy guys and girls out there who watch them in 1 sitting. My tournament videos, the beating Grandmaster with stupid stuff, you know, this is the longer format videos. I think there's a lot of people who enjoy these, but I think it doesn't quite hit some of the people that watch StarCraft in a more casual way. And I think that is also something I want to keep more in mind, that there's a lot of people who just like watching one game, you know, they're just like watching not even a series, they'll just watch like one game in a best of 3, or just a single game that got casted. And I think for those people, stuff like Rank Roulette or IO, this is perfect. And I kind of want to do more stuff like that, where it's very well produced, shorter formats, which people can just watch in 1 sitting without feeling like they wasted their entire day. So that is going to be something that I hope everyone is kind of excited for, that there's going to be more stuff like that. My plans for 2020 are also that I do want to do a little more with other people, just not necessarily even call them collaboration, but just where I have other people popping up in my videos. People seem to always enjoy when other people pop up, which is a good thing, but also it's like, well, you know, if you all watch the videos where other people pop up, then why am I even here? I always enjoy making those as well. When there's other people involved, you know, it's just fun to be able to bounce off someone. So it's going to be something we're going to be keeping around. And I know people keep asking about Archon stuff, and it's just hard to get the guys together, all right? Pro gamers are by nature inherently unorganized. So, yeah, that it is just what it is, you know? It's just what it is. It's going to suck. So it's not easy to get the guys together. Then, where else am I going with my mind? Yeah, I talked a bit about the year. So yeah, obviously grateful for the support. And when it comes to Twitch, I've been streaming a bunch on Twitch. That's been going well. I've been enjoying that. I'm going to ramp that up a bit in the upcoming year. So I'm going to be streaming a few more hours. And I kind of want to... I don't really want to make a switch, but I want to just add some stuff that isn't necessarily StarCraft related. So right now, the way most of my days go is where I'll make a video in the morning. I'll watch some games. I'll analyze a bit of the day before. Then I stream for 5 hours or 4 hours, and I play 2-3 more hours after that, just off stream and no video making, just to try to improve, get better at the game. You know, I want to get those good results that I used to have once a long time ago when I was a young man, strapping young man, young stud. And after that, usually I play a couple of games with my friends, whether that's like Among Us, or recently we've been playing some Rocket League. And I know not many people probably would be interested in it, but I think it would just be fun. I think we have a lot of fun playing it. And a lot of people, some people have been requesting that I put this type of video as well on this channel. So I'm just going to do that. And yeah, I mean, if I like it, I'll like it. We'll edit these well. We'll make sure that it's easy bite size. I'm not just going to throw 2 hours of raw footage. So that's something that we're going to be looking to uploading in the future as well. So we don't exactly have a schedule worked out, but that might be just once every 2 weeks or once a week. We don't necessarily need to make it a weekly thing. We're also... So yeah, for me overall, looking back, it's honestly been a pretty fun year. Like I got a lot of new experiences. I feel like we've grown a really nice community altogether. It's really funny because I always kind of thought as when you think of like the YouTube comment section as some kind of a cesspool of insanity, you know, just like a bunch of idiots screaming into the void. And I have to admit, there is also some idiots every now and then, but in general, my experience has been extremely positive with everyone. I feel like most people have just been nice, actually, and it might help that my audience is a little bit older than the average YouTube audience, perhaps by about 20 years. But I don't know. It's just been really cool, and I've been appreciating all the messages I've been receiving. Right, the messages. Holy crap! All right, a couple of things. Just a public service announcement. So for all the shows where we want things submitted, there is Google Forms for that. Please stop spamming email accounts. Some people found a really old email account of mine that I didn't even really use anymore, and I logged into it recently, and I had like 5 or 6 emails with IODIS submissions. Please stop doing that. The moment I get an IODIS submission or a rank roulette submission or anything that isn't over a Google form, I'm not opening it. It goes straight into the trash. I don't want to mix these things. And I understand that people still might want to send me emails with their great ideas, or if they want to sell me their new, I don't know, whatever, their gaming glove or whatever. I'm getting a lot of emails about gaming gloves. I don't want gaming gloves. Please don't send me those. I'll actually make a separate email account just for this, which I'll look at once a week, and I'll try to answer all these emails with like at least a very short answer. Now, this doesn't mean that you can start sending me replays asking for a full analysis. This is not what it is. But you can ask simple questions. I'll provide simple answers, okay? The email address will show up at this point. What else is there? I think that's pretty much it. Like, it's weird to say, because this honestly has been one of the best years of my life, even though it's Corona, and I'm looking forward to having this awesomeness kind of continue into a time where I don't have to sit inside the entirety of the time, and maybe I even get to travel once or twice to a tournament. You know, that'd be rad. But yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. Oh my god, I'm so much better than my opponents. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. Yeah, I feel like you might as well just leave at that point. I agree. So yeah, I don't know. It's just been a really fun year, and a lot of that is thanks to you guys. I really appreciate all the support you've all been showing me, all the kind words and all that good jazz. And I wish all of you a happy new year. I hope you had a Merry Christmas and a filled with Bless and Harstem videos 2021. That's going to be it for me this year, and I'm looking forward to another banger of a year. Thanks so much for everything. I really mean that. Bye bye.